Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? That dating channel. We're going to talk about a little bit of a not a touchy subject, but I'm a stickler for definitions. I'm a stickler for words and definitions because they matter. You have to be super specific and precise with your language, in my opinion. I'm one of those guys that when you tell me, I'm literal. I'm literal, meaning you tell me 10 minutes, and if it takes 11 minutes, I think something's wrong. If you say I'll be there in less than an hour and you're here in an hour and a half, we're going to have issues. So when I hear loyalty, that's when I start going, loyalty. Like when you go on dating sites and you start talking to women about what they like in a man, they seem to describe a dog, minus the shitting in the house and eating from a bowl, and shedding a lot of hair. They're like, I want someone who is gonna be with me no matter what and loyal. And I went, loyal? Okay, guys, define loyalty. And that's when the train car falls off. Like if it's Palestine, Ohio, it just falls right the fuck off. And you have no idea how to define loyalty, because faithful and loyalty are two different things. So can you guys in less than a sentence, in less than 3 or 4 words put together, define loyalty? I will tell you that the only thing that anyone is loyal to is either their parents or their kids. Nothing else does loyalty come into play. So when you hear a woman say that, I kind of go, does she know what that word means? I don't think she thinks what she thinks it means. So we'll talk about it, talk a little dating channel, talk about loyalty. What does loyalty mean to you? Do you require that from somebody? Is that something you even talk about? Because in my opinion, the only thing that could be loyal is a dog. Plain and simple. We'll say hi to the people here. We'll talk about it. And I'll give you a prime example of what loyalty is. D-Rock Fox, Zach B, 11-second eclipse, Pito Chiquito, Dame Chiquito. Mendoza's Coyote, your boy Troy, Slow 99, Kanye Asada, the Black GT500 says, we out here. Nitrous and Bias Plies, YouTube Corrupt, the Mod says, good evening. SVT Junkie, Blake Bethune, potential 40-hour week says, work 20 hours this week. Man, what a week. Tuesday Coyote, Joe Swish, Nitrous again, Kanye, Johnny, Redbird, Nitrous and Bias Ply, SVT, James Williams, Melissa, the pretty lady with the cookies. Okay. I want to tell you a little dad story, right? I'm going to start sprinkling some dad stories. Not the Godfather, the guy that made it all possible, passed away. Rest in peace, Papi. So when so I was born in Stoughton, Massachusetts, and the rumor was when I was 9 months old, my father stabbed somebody at a bar. And he thought he killed him. So he's like, fuck, we got to get out of here. So he put us all on a plane. This was pre 9/11 stuff, obviously. And he put us all on a plane and flew us to Puerto Rico until the heat died down. So when we got there, mom developed a bit of a condition. She developed her paranoia schizophrenia by the time I was 2 or 3. It was full-fledged. I'm saying like legit talking to walls, legit just losing it. So dad had to make a very difficult decision by the time I was 5 or 6. He had to put her in a institution to get her right. And he now had 3 kids that he had to take care of. So while he was in Puerto Rico, when I was young, he got hurt in a motorcycle accident. Again, I was 9 months old. Moved to Puerto Rico because dad potentially stabbed somebody at a bar. And now I'm down in Puerto Rico as a baby. Dad gets hurt in a motorcycle accident. His leg is broken. Mom took care of him until he got better. And once he got better, she developed a mental condition. And then all of a sudden, it went downhill. So dad couldn't really work. He used to be a welder, but he broke his arm, broke his leg in that accident. And it was never the same. So he's like, shit, what do I do? So he put us up in our aunt's house, and he came to the United States, try to get something going so he can bring us back here and live a better life. While we were here, obviously, he's a man, so the separation of him and my mother was, he kept tabs on her, checked in, had family check in. We had a huge family in Puerto Rico. So he would, make sure she's okay, make sure she's doing well, all that stuff. And then we eventually came here. I came here when I was 6. Me and my brother and my sister came here when we were 6. And then we ended up staying in Holyoke, Massachusetts. Now, Dad obviously developed, a relationship with another woman while he was up there. So Mom, again, he was away for like 2 years. He was away for like 2 years from Mom. Mom was still in that institution trying to get better, but it was just getting worse and worse and worse. So while Dad was here, he was doing his thing because I was old enough to kind of see what was happening. And I'm like, okay. So one day, Dad came home kind of pissed off, and then that was that, and we never saw that woman again. Like, I think I saw her maybe twice, and I remember her blonde hair, and I was like, I don't know what's going on with this girl. So when I got older, I asked about it. I think I was 20. I said, Dad, whatever happened to that woman that you were dating while Mom, was in Puerto Rico sick? He's like, oh, yeah, that girl. Yeah, we dated for a bit, but I just, she said something in the middle of us dating that just kind of made me stop. I said, well, what is it, Dad? And he said, she told me to ship you guys off to Puerto Rico so that me and her could live a good life. Me and her, kid's gone. I said, what'd you say? He goes, I got up and left and I never saw her again. And I was like, interesting. So how come? He goes, because I felt bad about it anyway, but I was lonely. I have 3 kids to take care of, and I have a wife in Puerto Rico that's sick and I haven't seen in 2 years. So about 6 or 7 months after that, Mom got shipped up here, got treatment up here, got a lot better up here because the treatment is simply better in the United States. That is loyalty to me. To me, that is a great example of what loyalty is. To me, that's the gold standard. Now, women would say, I was up here fucking around. Okay, sure. That Dad, being the guy he was loyal to his kids because this girl that he was seeing said, ship him off and you and I live here. And he's like, fuck you. Kicked her to the curb, made sure that he was going to prioritize the kids and the family, got Mom back up here. Now we're a family again. And we were that until I was 18 and I left the house. So if a woman hears that story, she'd go, oh, so your dad cheated? I want to be like, okay, when a woman is paranoia and schizophrenia, live with someone that's kind of schizophrenic. Go ahead. Do it for a day. You won't last 2 hours. Like it's not easy. But that to me is loyalty. So when I hear a woman say, I want a loyal man, you got to understand that there is no such thing as a loyal man, because that's like, no matter what. No, the only thing a man is loyal to is more than anything his kids. Just like a woman is never going to be made choose. Your woman is never going to choose a husband over the kids until the kids are gone. That's the funny one. That's the funny one that really fucks with you. Only dogs can be loyal. My girlfriend actually said something funny just as I was about to get on the show. She said, well, a man could be fucking a girl, but still loyal to his girlfriend. I go, exactly. Because it's just a physical act for us. But women don't like hearing that. Women don't like hearing that it's just physical, not love. Because we're wired differently. But then when a woman does some trifling shit, that's even more trifling because they're not wired like we're wired. We're wired to fuck everything and spread our seed. Women are not. So when women say loyal, do they know what that means? Because that does not cover being faithful. Now, on the other hand is women want a highly attractive guy to them, generally. And once they've dated a guy that's super attractive, that becomes what they hate. So you have also seen a lot of women say, fat boys are loyal. No. They just have less options than really good looking guys. They just can't get any pussy anywhere else, and you're their one and only. So they're not going to fuck that up. So loyalty. Define loyalty for me. I gave you a very long definition of what loyalty is, where my father did all that and brought mom back and got her taken care of. And to be honest, she wasn't herself. Like, she wasn't, according to my brother and sister, when she came back, she wasn't mom. She was medicated mom. But that's the only mom I knew. So, there's mom. So dad, I'm sure, thought, damn it, that's not the wife I knew. But because that's my wife and the mother of my kids, I'm going to choose that over any woman that I was messing with while she was getting treatment down there. So what is your definition of loyalty? Is loyalty something you want in a man, or do you want faithfulness? Faithful man, in my opinion, is more difficult than a loyal man. A loyal man doesn't necessarily have to be faithful. So we'll talk about it, talk a little bit about loyalty, and is that a prerequisite for someone dating you? Took myself out to a brewery, enjoying a drink, now watching you live. Matt, hey, good for you. A dog will trade sides with a good steak. Hey, Carrie, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Tony is not loyal. And Carrie knows about dogs. She does dog photography stuff. But Tony, I let him off the leash. Whoever pets and gives him fucking treats, he's with. Doesn't give two shits. Loyalty equals no matter what. Finally catching live, says Abdullah Al-Kahibadi. My second girlfriend was loyal to me, piping her down for 5 months. Then she went back to being polyamorous. Damn ditto women. They become the person they date. I'm loyal to your bald head. Your father sounds like a man with principles. Much respect for teaching you life lessons, and as a byproduct, you teaching us. And that's the legacy. That's his legacy. His legacy is his teachings live on through me. No one in my family can really verbalize my dad's life experience. They just don't know how to put words together properly in an entertaining fashion. Not to say that they're bad people, but they don't do dad justice. How awesome, how great of a man he was. Men that don't exist anymore. Dad was. Up until, 50, 55, dad was a badass motherfucker. After that, age got the better of him and he softened up. Most of the women I know are only I know it's only disloyal for them if there's emotional cheating, and the man is disloyal if he does anything. When women say loyal, they mean a simp they can control. Interesting in my experience thus far, says Morgan GT. I love the family stories. Yeah, look, I got plenty of them. Jason Rivera says my wife has PTSD, schizophrenia, borderline bipolar disorder. I won't lie. It's not easy. She isn't on her when she's not on her meds, but I love her and I'll stand by her until I die. God damn it. Good for you, Jason Rivera. You got down on one knee and asked her to marry you. And if you take your vows seriously, divorce is not an option because you said until fucking death do us part. But now you paint the room the wrong fucking color, they divorce you. Facts. Know if your wife and kids, facts. Know if you a wife and kids, you as the man will be last. Wow, what a way to form a sentence. Interesting way to look at it. Yes. Do you think anyone in your family will did or inherit schizophrenia? It is genetic and I'm very aware of it. Mom developed it when she was like 20 something. If anyone's going to develop it, it's my sister because she crazy as fuck. She is like the worst. Like, there's shitty people on the planet, then there's my sister. I think I told you the whole house story. Have you heard of a new reality show called MILF Manor? Very different concept where there are older moms and their sons who are supposed to date each other. I don't even want to see that. That sounds ridiculous. It's been tough for me, says Nitrous Bias Supply, working away from home. I stay loyal to them, and I feel like the women I've dated find quick false love on social media. My life is on track, and I'm not derailing this train. Loyalty is a big thing, says Pito Chiquito. My current girl and I sort of trust, but I know damn well when a nicer tree keeps branching out, it's only a matter of time that she jumps on it. Boy, the analogies are great. Your family sounds pretty bad for not telling you he passed. Look, my it wasn't a good thing, but I guess I understand it. You gotta try to put yourself in the shoes of those people that do those sort of things. Not to say that they're right or wrong. I just think it's selfish, I guess, because I carry his name. And I think there's a bit of I'll be honest, let's talk family shit. I think because I was named after my dad, that there's like a jealous, spiteful nature to my siblings and I. And again, I really don't like tooting horns. Okay, I'm a super humble guy. I'm a genetic specimen compared to my fucking family. Okay, I'm athletic. I have great teeth. Don't have great hair, but whatever. I'm pretty smart. I'm pretty well spoken. My English is way above average. I was always a big kid, and I was always, I don't know, like pretty advanced in everything. Graduated when I was 16. I was a 13-year-old freshman. There was a whole bunch of, so they must have been like, well, fuck this guy. And then dad didn't help that situation, because what he would do every time we'd have a family function, he was very proud. My dad would look at me and he would be okay, for those of you that are fathers on the channel and you look at your son, because I'm sorry, ladies, we look at our son as like our, copy. And you have a son that mimics you, that is you. Because that's why we want to have a boy if we want to have kids, right? We want him to experience what we experience: a good father, a good upbringing, support, and we live our life through them. And that's how dad saw me, but he wanted to give me more. And you could tell that he was a little sad at the fact that he wasn't able to provide me with more. And I was like, Dad, you did your best. Like, I never felt like I wanted for anything. Maybe a little, baseball support, but forget that. That's like, knowing his life, he just couldn't offer that. So I think every time we had a family function, my father would always say the same thing. He goes, well, when Carlos was born, I said, there's Carlos. And when your sister was born, it's a girl. Yeah, he literally goes, it's a girl. But when you were born, I have a birthmark, just a small one on my back. And he goes, there he is. Oh, and he goes, I flipped you around and you looked exactly like me. And I go, this is Alejandro. And I think that's pissed off the family, like perpetually, forever. And they couldn't recover. So dad passes away. They're like, fuck it, I'm not going to tell him. Let him find out on his own. I found out. That's fine. It sucks. I mourn in my own way, and I mourn his passing. And you got to go through that. You got to let yourself go through that mourning process. You can't just hold shit in. And when I go to the gravesite, when I find out wherever it's at, I will process that too. But I try to get into the shoes of my siblings, and it's sad to like get there. You know what I mean? Like I think it's so sad to be spiteful over something you can't control, but there's no fixing them. The die is cast. They are who they're going to be. There's nothing you can do to fix them. You had me at good teeth. Genetic specimen. Wow. Hey, you see me and you're going to be like, oh, I guess I understand. I love how people, every single time that I meet some fans or followers on the channel, they say the same thing, the same fucking thing every time they see me. You're taller than I thought you'd be. Then they start like talking about workout routines and workout regimens. And I'm just like, whatever. Alex, all respect and sorry about your loss. Will you go up to his resting place, pay respect and say final goodbye? Absolutely. You got to understand, that's a vessel. To me, a body is not the person. To me, dad was like his soul. And that lives on forever. Like that's something that, in my opinion, it's you can't kill. So, that was the vessel for dad. And I have weird thoughts about that, about how a body isn't really the essence of you. You know what I mean? Family never likes it when you do better than them. Jealousy always comes out. At least in my case, things like that definitely breeds jealousy from siblings. Yeah, dad wasn't good at understanding the what his words meant. This has become the dad show, not the loyalty show. One thing I think that happened that damaged my brother's and father's relationship irreparably, like I'm telling you, it would never be the same. It was, my brother was 18 or 20. No, he was 22 because we're 5 years apart. So he was 22 and I was 17. And he started working for Amway. You know what Amway is. We all know what Amway is. So even me at 17, I was working at a factory making, $500 a week, which was bank back then, $2,000 a month. That rent was 400. No car payment, no credit cards. Life was pretty good in 1995, 1996. So my father was like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Oh, I'm working for Amway." And Amway would brainwash you to think that if you wear a suit jacket and strived for success, that it would just magically show up instead of you actually going out there and doing the hard work. Well, what happens with every Amway representative when they first get Amway job? You try to sell soaps to your family members. You go to the family function, you need some soap? You need some shampoo? And it's a pyramid scheme, right? So my dad was like, "Man, what the fuck you doing?" And my father literally made fun of my brother at a party, and everyone at the party was like, "Ah, ha, ha." And I said, "Oh my God, Dad." Like I told him later, I said, "What are you doing? You can't, you'll damage that dude. That dude is, you know, your words carry heavy weight." So look, there's a reason I don't want to have kids. Okay, you could sneeze wrong one day and that traumatizes motherfuckers now. So yeah, no, I'm good on that situation. Joe Swish says, "I reacted like that because I've always heard that from someone else, but he was putting on a front." Oh, gotcha, Joe Swish. As long as he is remembered, he never dies. Exactly. Look, but back on the loyalty thing, Dad was that guy. You know what he was saying? You know what's the craziest thing, right? So Dad later in life ended up, when he went and started his own life, he wanted to have a girlfriend, a regular life. My sister took care of my mother, and I was on my own doing my thing. My dad got a girlfriend, and he would never marry her. He would never marry her because he would always say, "My wife, Amelia," my mother. "My wife." He would always say "my wife" in front of the girlfriend. He'd say "my wife, my wife, my wife." And I'm like, sorry, ladies, that's loyalty. Whether you like it or not, it is not faithfulness. Loyalty is him prioritizing you in his fucking brain, not necessarily not fucking other chicks. Because that just gets physical. That's just physical in my opinion. Jared Wells, what's up, brother? Catching this while driving to the girl's house. Put her in check this week. Been a lot better. Yeah, okay. Okay, Jared Wells. Give it a couple more weeks. She's playing the long game. Understand this. If you're the same age, she is way more mature than you are. And if you say, "Look at here, bitch, you're gonna straighten out and you're gonna make sure that me, and this, and we're not gonna hang out." Bro, give it 2 weeks. It's like a memory foam mattress. It always reverts back to its original shape once you get off of it. Hey, that's a good one. I think I'm going to patent that one. That was actually pretty goddamn good. So yeah, it was one of those things where that was my example for loyalty. But when you go on dating sites, women say loyalty, and I would love to play with them and go, "Okay, what is loyalty?" And they go, "No matter what." And I'm like, what does that mean? Does it mean have your back no matter what? Because I know many men that bang chicks nonstop while being in a relationship. Guys, it happens all the time. Ladies, sorry. If you got a good-looking man in your life, he's fucking up. If you got a good-looking, successful man in your life, he's fucking other chicks. If you don't know about it, that just means he really loves you for you not to find out. That means he is putting in the effort above and beyond for you not to find out. That requires effort, time, and money. That man loves you. And he's probably loyal because he doesn't put it in your... If he wasn't loyal, he'd be sloppy. Sloppy with it. You would know right away. But if he was loyal, you would think he's a spitting perfect example of what a husband should be. Saw my father today. What stuck with me is he said, "Son, you're 30, I'm 54. When you get to my age, you'll start to understand why I'm this way." And damn it, he's been right so far. Yeah, the dad didn't give me that talk because unfortunately Dad never got into the system. Now, what is the system in the United States? Work hard, make money, work harder, make more money. He never bought into that system. He never bought into the credit system. Financial literacy wasn't a thing. My dad was a hustler, okay? He'd go out to the street and find money one way or the other, and he had to do dirty, down, nasty shit to get it. I bought into the system. I started hanging out with, okay, when I played baseball, I was walking home. Again, I didn't really have support on the baseball front. So I go to practice and I walk home, and then one of the players' fathers are like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm walking home." He's like, "I'll give you a ride." So he gave me a ride, and then he talked to me, and we talk, and I communicate pretty well, and they like me, and they invite me over for dinner, and then I go to this fucking what I thought was a mansion, but it's really just a 3-2 with a basement, and I'm like, "Whoa, how much is this place?" And he's like, $110,000. I'm like, "You have $110,000?" He goes, "No, it's credit." And then he put me on game. So dad was never in the system that way. So he didn't really teach me that. I had to find that shit out on my own. So when I was 25, 26, 27, I had a house. And he was like blown away that I had a house. And he's like, "How the fuck did you get a house? I don't even understand this." So there was never that when you get to my age, you'll understand type thing. Dad, I think, was done when I was 18, and there was really not much more he could teach me. He just kept me alive and not in a gang up until the age where I was an adult. And in his mind, he was done. No kids, but you have hundreds of people who consider you a long distance uncle. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Look, I didn't know this. Okay, so I went to the track one time. And at the track, I am a bit anxious. I'm not going to lie to you. Because I just want to live a normal life. But I understand that I might be recognized by some people, especially in the Mustang community, and they're going to want to talk, and they're going to want to pull me aside, and I just want to have shitty chicken nuggets and watch racing. I want to be invisible. So one of the guys, "Yo, Alex, what's up?" I go, "Hey, man, what's up?" He goes, "Your car channel's great, but your dating channel changed my life, my outlook, my view. I work harder. I work out. I don't sulk anymore." I'm like, and I don't realize this, but there are a lot of people that get motivated by some things that I say that to me are normal and typical, but some people might take it to heart to say, "Look, this guy's saying this shit and it's touching me." And he was the first guy that ever said, "I don't care about the car stuff. It's cool and all." The dating channel put me on game, and I appreciate that. And he was a young kid. She's older than me, so she's really light years ahead. Sounds like your father was a great father. See, the reason I didn't go into details with my ex-girlfriend, I never told her these stories. Because, like my father would say, there's a statute of limitation on certain crimes. So, there are certain things that she would know. But the moment her mom said that, and I looked at her and she didn't really acknowledge the disrespect. And that's the other thing. Respect. In the Latin culture, loyalty is under respect for men. Respect. Like you don't look, nobody touches my face. Nobody touches my face. Not in a joking manner. Nobody touches me, taps my head, smacks me in the back of the head. Do you have a girlfriend that smacks you in the back of the head when you do something stupid? Because she'll get fucking suplexed or thrown out the fucking window. Nobody touches my fucking face, my head, or anything like this. That is a complete lack of respect. And I put a absolute fucking stop sign when that shit happens the first time. I go, "You touch me again, we're fucking done." "Well, I was just kidding." "Oh, no, fuck that. I don't touch you in the fucking head. You don't want to start that game." So the moment stuff like that starts happening, I give you one warning. And any time after that, you are fucking done. And that is a respect thing, not a loyalty thing. So the moment girls start just tapping you and do this and this and that, I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem. "I'll touch your face, Mighty Mouse." I love people like that. I love people that talk tough from afar. How do I explain in woman's terms to my wife spending money on cars is better than going out drinking every weekend? Only thing I do is work and watch my daughter otherwise. Ask her ask her, "Bethany, what would you rather I spend money on?" And if she says her, Say, I had cars before you. You met me probably because of my cars, and it keeps me off the streets. If I wasn't, it is an addiction, and I'm satisfying my car addiction. I have an addictive personality, and it is manifested in the car game by me buying parts, and that keeps me good. If I didn't have that, I'd be gambling, drinking, or fucking chicks as a hobby. So tell her to shut the fuck up and get her act straight. Hood dads are a special breed, says Leave It to Meaner. They'll show you what they can and what they can with what they have. They show you what they can with what they have. God bless them. Yeah, look, I value a man that has gone through shit more than a man that has a lot of shit. Because the struggle is, in my opinion, a better story. Like, if you come from a family that has money or has had a good success, that's fine, and I don't hate you for that. But you probably have not gone through the mud. You probably haven't seen shit. You probably haven't struggled. And when I see a man like my father doing what he did, struggling, keeping us right, we were the only ones in our family that all of us graduated high school. My brother went to college. My sister went to college. I didn't because I went right to work. Funny how that works out. And because I didn't see a value in college for me, but I could have, but I didn't. Nobody else in my family in that generation did anything with their life. They ended up in the street. They ended up gambling. They ended up, 15 kids and working at a paper mill somewhere. So he must have done something right. But then you see kids that come from great parents and they're hopped up on opioids. They're doing drugs. They're bored at parties. They're grabbing mom's liquor. When mom and dad are gone, they're inviting kids. It's like a total shit show because the kids weren't taught any respect. They didn't see dad and mom struggle a little bit. It was just like, oh, we got everything, whatever. Fuck mom, fuck that. Like when I would see my white friends talk back to their parents, I would duck. Like, Mom, what the fuck? And I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? I'm like, how is a plate not flying across the table at your head? Oh, Mom can't hit me. That's abuse. When I said that to my dad, he laughed so fucking hard. I've never had a woman touch me like that. Wait until you date a black woman. Hell no. Any woman thinks they can touch me like that, they're done. I'm not going to hit them back. I'm done. See you later. At what age would you say you really cemented your boundaries and stopped tolerating nonsense in relationships? 22. 22. Look, every relationship has the first time something happens. And when Puerto Rican Spanish, we call it parándole el caballito. Like whoaing the horse. No, we don't do that. But if you never check them, then they think it's okay to do. And it's funny. No. My first girlfriend, Kathy, bopped me on the back of the head. I go, mira, we don't do that shit. Just like that. I kind of, like Bane, when he goes, do you feel in charge? Like, it's like, no, we don't do that. You understand? And she was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I go, no, just don't apologize. Just don't fucking do that. And we're good. My other girlfriend after that never touched me. Ever. Someone said 30s, I'd say. I missed the show so much. I'm back, babe. Says Mohammed, SVT 500. If I didn't have 8 cars, I'd be a druggie and a loser. Working on my cars kept me straight and out of trouble. Alex escaped the Hellcats and track-off lifestyle. You got to understand, what would I be doing? What would Alejandro be doing if he didn't have the car game? I'd probably be really fat and out of shape because I would be like, food would be the addiction. Like, I love food and I like cooking and stuff, but that gets me fat. I have this body type that anything you look at for more than a second will get you fat. So there is an addictive personality, and I know I have it. But cars are now taking a hold of that. And once you focus that slight addictive personality, now my brain is like, get a house, get a house, get a house. And that maybe it's not OCD, maybe it's an intense focus on something, slightly an unhealthy addiction, but it's for the positive, I think. My dad was the best I could have asked for. Always there for me, coached me in any sport, and was a loyal man. He died less than 2 years ago, and I'm still a mess daily. Any advice to deal with it? Well, I kind of divorced my family when I was like 26, 27, because I could not fake the fact that I was living within the system. I'm within the system. What does that mean? Become a good American, right? You work hard, you bust your ass, you pay your taxes, and you own a home, and you do right by this, and you're a good person, and you keep out of trouble. My family wasn't built that way. My family's just built a completely different way. Victim mentality. Oh my God, if it wasn't for the white man, this guy's racist, and oh my God, and I'm owed this, and if I get into a car accident, I'm gonna sue, and I'm like, man, I can't do this no more. So I kind of divorced the family that way and kind of slowly crept away from that whole situation. But the relationship with my father was still real strong. Once he moved to Puerto Rico, because he moved back to Puerto Rico in his later years, because I don't know, he wanted to move to Puerto Rico until he found out it's trash there. And when he came back, he was just so malnourished, and his medications had lapsed so much that his brain was gone, everything was gone. So I don't know, because I mentally kind of distanced myself from the family at 26. So I really wish I could give you some advice, but gosh, I mean, he did well by you, and it's difficult, but I don't think he would have liked the fact that you're not able to cope with his loss, but I guess that's how good of a father he was, that you miss him every day, and that's how it should be. But you also have to be able to, I don't think he would like you to dawn on his loss all the time to the point that you can't deal with it, I wish I could give you better words of advice, but I see it differently. I really can relate to you, Alex. All my relatives are either unemployed or living under daddy's roof, but me making my way in life in med school. Good for you, brother. I love that shit. Joe Swish, the same here. I stopped tolerating all the shit at the same age. A woman does what you allow. You would probably be a queef cake junior, exactly. Sliding on the ops. You will definitely be employed by Sancho Plumbing if it weren't for the cars. No. That can happen with the cars. Don't worry about it. If I'm single, back to Sancho. Facts. See, my parents' struggle gave me motivation and put me in a mode of how I can do better. One thing, you have to be as successful to mess with cars as a hobby. Absolutely. What can you cook? Every Puerto Rican dish I can cook. I don't get too fancy, but baking, but not from scratch. That's talent. But most Puerto Rican dishes I can cook easily. Some Italian stuff, nothing crazy. Again, enough to get me by. I am not a badass cook. Since your plan is getting a house, will the girlfriend be moving in or what? No. I think no. We talked about that. She's not going to move in for if and when it ever happens, but she wants her own stuff. And I understand that. She's gone through some stuff herself. So she wouldn't want to move in unless it's a badass place. If I was her, I'd move in a heartbeat, but I'm saying no to that. But she's smart. She's not saying that. But if I was her, if Alejandro Flores was her, I'd be like, yo, let's move in right now. Nacho says, 8 cars here too. I always saw my first Foxes drinking money. Then when I was 21, I was working on cars rather than going to bars. When I was 16, says potential 40-hour week, my dad picked me up from my friends. He saw my friends were doing drugs and drinking. He slapped me upside the head, told me if I continue to hang with them, prison or death is next. Yep, my father knew every drug dealer's son. And he's like, I know him, stay away from him. If I open the window and I look outside and I can't see you, I'm going to beat your fucking ass. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jason says, I'm sorry about your loss. I was listening to your show when you revealed the loss of your father. My question is, how would you go about finding inner peace for yourself? See, no, I already have that. I don't, because despite all the wrongs he did to my brother and mother. Oh, you, boy. Well, you can't let it eat you up inside, because then you won't be able to move forward. All you can do is not mimic that behavior. I understand that it's probably something that traumatized you when you were younger, when you saw him do wrong by you and your brother and mother. But I just don't think that dawning on it is going to do anything except eat you up inside. So I love you guys. I'm really not that guy to be a therapist and get you out of your funk. When my dad passed, I was sad about it because I remember the good times. but I had already become my own person, and it didn't affect me as it would affect someone that sees his dad every day. You know what I mean? I'm mourn in my own way. What is a Puerto Rican dish? Literally rice, gandules, tostones, and like a little aguacate is like the Puerto Rican dish. Arroz con gandule. I'll show you. Puerto Rican dish. Puerto Rican dish. It's like the Puerto Rican dish. Like the absolute mofongo, café tripleta, lechon asado, quesito. No, I'm not any of that. I'm not any of that stuff. But the quintessential Puerto Rican dish is rice, gandules, a little avocado. Unless something changed in the last 10 years, I couldn't imagine. But this shit right here, bro, I see this shit in a big old pot and I'm in. Okay. I mean, arroz con habichuela or arroz con gandule. The little bacon fat, sofrito. Oh, bro, it's dumb. Pollo guisado, pernil. Oh, no, thank you. Pernil. Well, this is fancy shit. You know, I hate this fancy shit. This fancy shit's dumb. Let me go back and click on images. I hate this fancy bullshit that they put up there for you. There you go. Bang. That's it. Boom. Puerto Rican food. Bang. Bada bing. There it is. Arroz, candule, aguacate, tostones. We're done. Easy shit. Oh, my Lord. Oh, stop it. Come on. Oh my God. You got to stop that shit. That's so good. I mean, fattening as hell. Super unhealthy. Not healthy at all. I don't recommend it. But at the end of the day, it's a Puerto Rican dish. You know, and that's why my family was mostly fat, right? Like my family was heavily diabetic, mostly fat, and wondered how I wasn't. And I'm like, because I don't eat all the shit you eat. Like, it's not that difficult. It's actually not that difficult not to get fat if you don't eat all the fucking junk. Plain and simple. All right, let's do bubble. Let's do bubble swords. Yeah, he been there. Oh my God. Jesus. Oh, he's bumming us out. Oh my God. I appreciate your feedback. Sorry if I'm bringing the mood down and making it seem like my therapist. Yup, that cooking channel. Pasteques. Mi pasteles. Exactly. All right, we got Lisa. Whoa, we got Lisa. I'm perfect. Just ask my ex. I mean, that's funny. That's funny, but you're not that good looking, so we're going to go ahead and pass on you. Venina. Fuck out of here. Alex, being the truth, dealing with previous trauma in your life needs medical attention if you need it, but focusing on yourself using self-improvement might help you. The Cuban dish called Old Clothes is fire. Ropa vieja. Nah, it's too stringy in my opinion. This girl's good looking. Let's go. Melissa, 24 years old, from Michigan, living in Long Island. Bonus points if you can make me laugh. Tan poquito gordita, but damn, she looks comfortable though, right? Oh, there's a lot of her. Oh, no, that gut's ridiculous. No, sorry. Marie Noel, 34 years old, easygoing and looking to enjoy life to the fullest. Join me once someday. 34 years old. We know that women like this are in the danger zone and they're just an absolute fucking menace to society. We're going to pass on that. Is she the one on the right or the one on the left? Oh, shit. Let me go back. Can I go back? Yeah, can I go back? Okay, stop. I'm going to get copyrighted. I hope she's the one on the right. Oh, you're the ugly one. Get out of here, stupid, dumbass. Sid, 32 years old. Introvert and extrovert doesn't make sense. Sorry. I'm gay with kids and old people, but don't let them look me up on the Googler. Sid Wilder. Oh, so she literally put her Google name out there. Naughty on the internet and nice in real life. Get the fuck out of here, Insta thought, stupid. A lot of bots on this shit. Alex, great looking woman. Oh my Lord, she's beautiful. 35 years old. I enjoy being outdoors just as much as staying in with a good book. I'm looking for a partner to travel. Oh my God. I hate. She's gorgeous. Look it. But God damn it with the traveling. God damn it. Let's just get it in and blow it in her and say we're going to marry her and have kids and just dump it in her and leave, right? Fuck it. Ali, 43 years old. I recently moved back to Boston after being away from the air for 25 years. Some things I vibe with are classical music. What, Beethoven, stupid? Oh, stop it. Man, what is wrong with these women? Oh my God, stop it. It's dumb shit. Heather, 31 years old. Maryland native and animal lover, like long walks and dancing. Don't do Snapchat. Don't ask. Do men ask for women's Snapchat? Like, that's a thing? Purple hair guys, stay away. Women are advertising their batshit crazy the moment they have purple hair. desperately need a life and social circle, some sort of in this tiny garbage town. If I know of you in real life, I'm gonna swipe right. I'm trans. Do you still have a dick? No, I don't. I'm vegan. I don't drink. Don't be fucking rude. Wow. So you don't have a dick? So you're a guy without a dick. Christina, I'm hoping you're the girl on the right. Are you on the one? Oh, no. Jesus, I picked wrong on that one, didn't I? You know, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. She looks thin here. She legit looks thin here. And then, what the fuck happened? I'm like, what? Get the fuck out of here. Like,
get the fuck out of here.
What happened? Oh, come on.
Right now, motherfucker.
Shit fell off the rails like the Ohio train. Cam, 36. Big girl. Big tits, big girl. Look, big tits don't necessarily mean, great, because usually it comes with a big gut. Danielle, 38 years old. Oh, shit. Yeah, she's good looking. Doesn't say much, but she has kids, doesn't want more. 38. Good looking. Easy, nice and easy. It's not a good mix here. It's not a good mix. 60. Okay, let's go to Miami. Let's go to Miami. Oh, yes. See, Miami is so fucking awesome because the hot chicks go there to get fucked by guys in badass boats. Always. Let's go, just in case she's real. Allie, okay, we're coming across Insta thoughts everywhere. Not interested in anyone with kids or anyone with zero style. Yeah, but you know what, honey? Can I pull on that hair? I bet you I can't pull on that fucking hair. I'm not interested in anyone with hair that ain't theirs. Lucy, 41 years old, progressive Christian. Is that a thing? Marketer sense of too much. So what's her body look like? She's actually pretty cute. Call me crazy. I kind of find her cute, nerdy. Monogamy only. Star Trek beach equals happy place. All right, give her a nice courtesy swipe. Damn, this girl looks big, right? Like 5'8" and up. 6 feet tall. Man, god damn, there's a lot of woman there. A lot of gut, too. We're going to pass on that. Vera? Is that Vera? Could you imagine if you ask her name? She's like, Vera? Stupid. What would you like to know about me? I don't like girls with short hair like that. Wait a minute. Well, actually, I love girls with long hair. Short hair is wonderful. What the fuck? How did this body show up in this dud of a human being? My God. Let's go. Chastity, 28, and she's naked. Rachel or Raquel? Nah. Work hard, golf harder. I don't take life too seriously. I've been described as the Energizer Bunny in the bedroom. I love my job. Okay, you're not the Energizer in the bun. You're not the Energizer Bunny if you just want to keep getting banged in the bedroom and your pussy dry as fuck. Like, there's no way you're like, oh my God, I could fuck all night. Well, yeah, I also don't want to build a fire in your fucking crotch. Do you know what I'm saying? It's got to be whap. That's how we know you can last, stupid. Let's see what the deal is. Amy, 29 years old. Good looking girl. Looks a little serious, like smile once in a while. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe I can make her smile with this bitch. Let's see what the deal is. Ingrid, 41 years old, living an active, healthy, social life. I love to travel. Wow. If traveling didn't exist, what the fuck would these women do? Like, what would they do? And she lives in Stockholm. Okay, well, get that traveling bitch. Nicole, 23. Me gusta hacer nuevos amigos y viajar con los gatos. We'll get along if te gusta darte escapadas de playa. Favorite quality in a person, ser sociable. Cuban. Colombian. Pamela, 30 years old. Or is it Pamela? Look at that ass. Boy, when you can see that much ass sitting down, it's a serious shelf. Oh, my Lord. Natalia. Okay. 5'4", undergraduate degree with Frisbee. Oh, she's hot. This is Lincoln Road. Looks like Lincoln Road to me. Yep, looks like Lincoln Road. Let's go. Couple more. We'll get out of here because I ain't going to be here fucking an hour. Are you crazy? Campbell, 30 years old. Good looking girl. Great looking. Who's this motherfucker? Who is this polyamory shit? Let me see. Doesn't say. We'll see what the deal is. Tina, 36. Yeah. Oh, you look like a fucking truck Mud Butts 38. This is the kind of girl that you go see at a mud truck event. Dirty Vaginas 5, on YouTube. The clap fucking 38. Well, I like the clap 2 better. I like the original clap, but clap 38 was a little aggressive. Herpes 6. Well, we'll see what the deal is. And 37. Is she Chinese? Oh, are you Chinese? Oh, you smell so good. Autumn. Oh, this looks like winter. This shit looks like winter, bro. Stop it. Autumn. Winter ass having ass. Althea. Althea. Can I just call her Al? I'm going to get married someday. If you're interested in the same thing, hit me up. If you're interested in marrying a girl that you can't pull her hair. Oh, no, I can pull that hair. I can't pull on those eyelashes, though. What the fuck? Man, get out of here with your bullshit. Stupid. Oh, my God. Come on. It's too easy. Yeah. Michelle, burgers and fries. Wow. Could you imagine going somewhere and like a fancy restaurant and ordering burgers and fries? Mia, she not on. It says not on this. Not for no risk, no fun. It says no risk, no fun. Okay, it says it's that bullshit. Tiff, 35 years old. Every Tiffany is awful. Every Tiffany is awful always. Valerie, 39 years old. I genuinely love live. Day isn't complete when I learn a day is complete when I learn something new, whether it be a new person, hobby, or a dream or an adventure. You look right at the age where you might be fun in the bedroom, but a year later, that truck hits you the wall hits you like a ton of bricks. Curvy fit. Let's see if you're curvy fit. I don't know. All I see is your fucking face. And Alejandra. Let's end it with the best name ever. Alejandra, great looking. Oh my God. From Medellin, Colombia. Ven aquí. Guacala. It's stupid shit. Okay, let me get out of here. All right. Let's end it there. It's enough bullshit talking. Today we talked about loyalty. Then we talked about my dad. Then we talked about your dad. Then we talked about everything else. The only loyal things on the planet are dogs. Loyalty does not equal faithfulness or being faithful. I think people confuse that all the time. So we gave you some stories on that. My example of what a loyal person is. And then we talked about your experiences with that, what you're willing to put up with in a relationship, what you're not willing to put up with. We talked to Jared Wells about him setting his girl straight, but I think that'll last a week because women are like memory foam mattresses. And then we ended up with some good Bumble swipes. All right, guys, I'm out of here. For those of you that watch the other channel, I'll be on Sunday, 9:30 a.m. for a little peasant chat. And then the rest of you, I will see you guys Monday. The other channel, I'm going to try to put up a couple of videos of the Corvette doing 60 to 130. So check that out on the other channel, maybe Friday or Saturday. I'm potentially picking up an SUV Saturday. So I might just put up a video of picking up the SUV on the car related channel. But again, Monday, 8 o'clock and Thursday, 9 o'clock, we do the dating channel. Thank you very much for hanging with me for a little bit. And we'll hopefully keep it going, keep the consistency coming, because apparently a lot of you guys like the dating channel and you like some of the real life shit that we go through here. All right, guys, I'm out of here. See you guys Sunday or Monday, depending on what channel you watch.